Dawn's embrace. A new day begins. The first rays of dawn painted the sky with hues of gold and lavender, casting a magical glow over the horizon. The colors blended seamlessly, creating a masterpiece that only nature could craft. It was a sight that promised new beginnings and endless possibilities. A gentle breeze rustled the leaves, whispering tales of hope and renewal. The trees swayed gracefully as if dancing to an ancient rhythm known only to them. Each rustle, each movement was a reminder of the ever-changing, ever-renewing cycle of life. The world awoke, slowly, still cloaked in the tranquility of slumber. Streets lay empty, bathed in the soft light of dawn, as if the world itself was taking a deep breath before the hustle and bustle of the day began. It was a moment of peace, a brief pause in the relentless march of time. But in a small, quiet corner of the world, a soul stirred, burdened by silence and longing for a brighter day. This solitary figure, gazing out at the dawn, felt the weight of yesterday's worries, but also the promise of today's potential. In the stillness there was a yearning for change, for growth, for something more. A new day had begun, full of possibilities, yet shrouded in uncertainty. The vast landscape, with its hint of fog, mirrored the mind's landscape, clear in some parts, hazy in others. It was a reminder that while the future is unknown, it is also filled with endless opportunities waiting to be seized. The air was crisp and cool, carrying the scent of dew-kissed grass and blooming wildflowers. Each droplet of dew sparkled like a tiny gem, reflecting the first light of day. The wildflowers, in their vibrant hues, stood as symbols of resilience and beauty, thriving in the early morning light. Birdsong filled the air, a symphony of chirps and trills that echoed through the stillness. Each note, each melody was a celebration of life, a testament to the joy of a new day. The birds, with their harmonious tunes, seemed to sing of hope, of dreams yet to be realized. The world seemed to hold its breath, suspended between the darkness of night and the promise of a new dawn. It was a moment of perfect balance where anything was possible. The stillness was profound, a quiet anticipation of the day's unfolding, and in this moment of perfect tranquility, a seed of hope began to sprout. This tiny seedling, reaching for the light, embodied the essence of new beginnings. It was a symbol of growth, of potential, and of the endless possibilities that each new day brings. As the dawn continued to break, the world was reminded that every day is a chance to start anew, to grow, and to embrace the beauty of life. The weight of silence. Struggles and despair. Life had always been a struggle, a series of uphill battles fought in the deafening silence of a world that couldn't understand. Each step forward felt like a monumental effort, a climb up a never-ending mountain. The path was often lonely, with only the echo of one's own footsteps for company. Every day felt like an insurmountable challenge, every interaction a painful reminder of the voice that couldn't be heard. The noise of the world was overwhelming, yet it did nothing to drown out the silence within. It was a paradox of feeling both invisible and exposed. The weight of unspoken words pressed down, heavy and suffocating, threatening to extinguish the flickering flame of hope within. It was as if the very air was thick with the burden of thoughts left unsaid, dreams unvoiced, and fears unshared. The silence was a constant, oppressive presence. Loneliness became a constant companion, a shadow that followed relentlessly. It was there in the quiet moments, in the spaces between breaths, in the pauses of conversation. It was a silent observer, always present, always watching. Despair whispered insidious doubts, amplifying the fear and uncertainty that gnawed at the edges of courage. It was a voice that spoke of failure, of inadequacy, of the futility of effort. It was a relentless whisper, eroding confidence and feeding the darkness. The world seemed to rush by, a whirlwind of noise and activity that only intensified the feeling of isolation. It was a reminder of the disconnect, of the gap between oneself and the rest of the world. The hustle and bustle were a stark contrast to the stillness within, but even in the depths of despair, a flicker of determination remained, refusing to be extinguished. It was a small, stubborn flame, a reminder that even in the darkest times there was still a spark of hope. It was the promise of a new dawn, a new beginning, a chance to rise again. A spark of hope, inspiration, ignites. One ordinary afternoon, amidst the mundane routine, something extraordinary happened. A chance encounter, a fleeting moment, changed everything. A group of children, their laughter echoing through the park, effortlessly communicating through gestures and expressions. Their joy was infectious, their bond unbreakable, their spirits soaring high above the limitations of spoken words. In that instant, something shifted within the depths of the protagonist's soul. A spark ignited, a realization dawned, communication transcended words. There was beauty in expression, power in movement, and connection in shared understanding. The seed of hope, buried deep within, began to push through the hardened layers of doubt and fear. The first step, a journey of 1,000 miles. It all begins with a single, deliberate step, a step that signifies the start of an incredible journey, one that will test the limits of endurance, patience, and resolve. The decision was made, not with a shout, but with a silent, unwavering resolve. It was a moment of introspection where the mind and heart aligned, setting the stage for what was to come. The journey towards change wouldn't be easy, but the first step had been taken. Each step forward was a testament to courage, a declaration of intent to move beyond the familiar and embrace the unknown. With newfound determination, the protagonist embraced the challenge, knowing that every small victory would chip away at the wall of silence. Each obstacle overcome was a milestone, a reminder of the strength that lay within. The path ahead was uncertain, but the destination was clear: to rise above limitations and embrace the power within. The distant peaks symbolized the ultimate goal, a beacon guiding the way through the fog of doubt and fear. The world seemed to respond to this newfound purpose. Nature itself appeared to acknowledge the journey, with birds soaring higher and animals watching with curious eyes, as if cheering on the brave soul. Colors appeared brighter, sounds sharper, as if the senses had been awakened from a long slumber. The vibrant hues of the sunrise and the symphony of the forest became a source of inspiration, fueling the spirit to press on. Each sunrise brought with it a renewed sense of hope, each challenge an opportunity for growth. The dawn of a new day symbolized fresh beginnings, a chance to conquer new heights and learn from the journey. The journey had begun, and with each step the protagonist's spirit soared. Confidence grew with every stride, and the path, once daunting, now seemed like a canvas of endless possibilities. The adventure was not just about reaching the destination, but about discovering the strength and beauty within along the way. Section 5. Trials and Triumphs: The Path to Resilience. The path to mastery is rarely smooth, and the journey towards self-expression was no exception. There were days of frustration, moments of self-doubt, and the sting of setbacks that threatened to derail progress. Yet, through it all, the protagonist persevered, fueled by an inner fire that refused to be extinguished. Every stumble became a lesson, every failure an opportunity to learn and grow. The protagonist embraced the challenges, knowing that each hurdle overcome brought them one step closer to their goal. The journey was arduous, but the rewards were immeasurable. A newfound confidence, a sense of purpose, and the unwavering belief in the power of resilience. Section 6. Guidance and Reflection: The Inner Compass. Along the way, a mentor emerged, a guiding light in the darkness, a kindred spirit who understood the struggles and celebrated the triumphs. Through patience and encouragement, the mentor helped the protagonist navigate the challenges, offering wisdom and support during moments of doubt. But most importantly, the mentor taught the protagonist to listen to the whispers of their own heart, to trust their instincts, and to find strength in the silence. Moments of solitude became sacred, a time for reflection and introspection. The protagonist learned to embrace the quiet spaces, to listen to the rhythm of their own soul. It was in these moments of stillness that true understanding emerged and the path forward became clear. Section 7. Breaking Barriers: Achieving the Impossible. With each passing day, the protagonist's confidence grew. The once insurmountable barriers began to crumble, replaced by a sense of empowerment and self-belief. The world took notice, not with pity or condescension, but with admiration and respect. The silence that had once been a source of isolation transformed into a source of strength. Doors that were once closed swung open, revealing a world of possibilities. Opportunities arose, not as handouts, but as recognition of the protagonist's talent, dedication, and unwavering spirit. The impossible became possible not through magic, but through sheer grit, determination, and the refusal to be defined by limitations. Section 8, Rise Above, a symphony of resilience. The journey culminated in a moment of pure triumph, a testament to the indomitable spirit that resides within us all. Standing tall, bathed in the warm glow of the spotlight, the protagonists shared their story, not with words, but with the evocative language of the soul. The silence was no longer empty, but filled with the echoes of 1,000 unspoken words, a symphony of resilience that resonated deep within the hearts of all who witnessed it. The message was clear: limitations are self-imposed, barriers are meant to be broken, and within each of us lies the power to rise above our challenges and achieve the extraordinary.